Good day guys, as you all know me as a mentor, this is Karabo CS. So I'm back with YouTube video. So I'm gonna be uploading NFP direction in this YouTube channel, and know that I'm not gonna be using my YouTube, I'm gonna be using my friend's YouTube, NASDAQ Ninja. But then I also have a YouTube, and I'm gonna pin my YouTube name there on his YouTube. So you don't have to worry about more information in my YouTube, you're gonna be seeing them in my YouTube also. So for those like who's gonna need more information about whatever I'm gonna say here, kindly like DM me at Instagram privately at Karabo CS. My numbers are also there if like you need more information about this coming video. And like don't forget like to subscribe on my YouTube channel. The name is gonna be pinned there, and click that notification bell.
So yeah, we're gonna get started. It's time for us to check a bit. So yeah, guys, yeah, so I think now it's time to start and do what you do best. So I'm gonna be analyzing NASDAQ now, or US30, or gold. Whatever I'm gonna be analyzing, I'm gonna tell you, but then don't worry about it. So okay, I can say let's start by US30. So guys, as you know, like when I analyze, I start from big time frame. Those who follow me, they know how I analyze the market. I'm gonna go back to 1 week. Then from 1 week, I'm gonna be like highlighting like my highest points and lower points, and those are in the middle, like the significance points, whereby I know the market is not gonna be simple for it to turn back. You understand? But then this is simple. I'm just gonna make everything simple here. So I think you might be lucky, guys. I give you NFP direction. Actually, I'm about to give you NFP direction for tomorrow. So don't worry about that when I say tomorrow, because I'm recording this video for the future. So now we're in the weekly time frame and we're in the US30. So whatever you're gonna do here, you're gonna highlight your highest zone. You understand? So you're gonna go again and highlight your lowest zone. Then now you're gonna be checking the turning points, whereby you know the market is gonna be turning and doing the reversal things. You understand? So it's like you guys, I know you guys be trading SMCs, you know, there's a supply and demand and stuff. Like I don't use that. I only use two price section. That's how I make money from two price section. So here's also turning point. Here's another turning point. So from 1 week, we're gonna turn back to our daily time frame. On the weekly time frame, we highlighted our highest zone and lower zone and the turning points, whereby we know the market is not gonna be simple for it to turn back. So I'm gonna zoom the chart, then I'm gonna go back to daily. So from daily, whatever we're gonna do here in daily, we're gonna be like highlighting another turning points. You understand? Like you keep on doing something like this. You keep on adding these turning points so that you can see why the market turned here. So if like in the daily time frame, you see something like trend line or something, just put your trend line here. You're gonna see whatever you were doing in the H4 time frame or H1, if it does make sense or not. So here I saw something like trend line. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put this here. Then the trend line is gonna be like 1 pixel. I'm not gonna use the biggest one, so I'm gonna use the simplest one. So here it's gonna be okay, so that you can see properly here. Because there's a lot of trend lines here. So yeah, this is daily time frame, don't forget. Also here we have turning point here. You're gonna highlight your turning point. Then when you're done highlighting your turning points, if you see a trend line, make sure you highlight your trend line. Make sure you don't miss. Okay, so I'm gonna unzoom the chart. Okay, here's the chart from daily time frame. So from this daily time frame, what do you see? Okay, let me take you back from where US30 started to collapse. If you can check, we had something like trend line here. And before that trend line, we had this trend line here before it formed this one. You understand? We have this trend line here. So this trend line actually like it doesn't matter anymore because already the market breakthrough and it's been going up. So now our worry here, it should be what is the like current movement of the market. Okay, let's go to our current market price now. So we're gonna go to our current market price. Now you're gonna check if this trend line is valid or not. So I'm gonna plug this thing here. Then it looks like it's an rising wedge, you understand? And we know that we have to fall from this point. But then why do we have to fall? If I can highlight you something here, you can see we had something like demand or maybe support that made the market to turn from this point. This is daily time frame. Don't forget, guys. This is daily time frame. So from this point, you can see we have our first touch, second touch, third touch, fourth. We don't know if like we're going for the fifth touch. So okay, it's fine. We don't know. So we can predict the market as if like it's gonna go from this point to this point. I'm not saying the market is gonna be moving like this. Like I'm just showing you. You understand? So, but then you don't have to worry about it. Now we're gonna be focusing on the current market price. This is daily time frame. Remember, don't forget this is daily time frame. So from here, we're gonna zoom our charts. Remember, we own a daily time frame. So we came up with the trend. So this is the trend of US30. We hit the first touch here. Here is our second touch. Here's our third touch. I think it's better if I'm gonna be highlighting this for it to be simple. Let me just highlight this for this to be simple. Okay, so here, this is our first touch, all right? This is our second touch. This is our touch again. This is our touch again. And this is our touch. What if like we're going for another touch here? You understand? Like these are the things that you should be looking for. You understand? Because like we are not sure if the market is gonna turn from that trend or it's gonna keep on going up, breaking to hit the new highs. We don't know what's gonna happen in the market. But then like we don't have to conclude everything. Here we have our first touch, second touch, third touch. We're expecting USDT to sell. So it means the highest possibility of USDT to sell is too high on this current market price. You understand? Because like already we have third touch and we know from third touch we're going down. So we don't have to worry about it. Now I'm just gonna give you the direction of USDT for tomorrow's direction. But then I'm gonna be specific with you guys. Like if like you wanna make money and like you don't wanna be losing, as you saw the past month and USDT, it wasn't moving properly and NASDAQ, like it's been going up and down, up and down, up and down. So you don't have to go with it. Like now it's like a roller coaster. No, you have to do specific things. Like I've been trading called since yesterday and NASDAQ, they're not doing well and I've been making money. And like you have to open a big lot size. It doesn't matter if like you funded like 2K, you can be able to open like 0.70 or 0.80 or maybe 1 lot if like it's possible. You understand? But with the broker that I'm using, I know that my leverage allows me to enter a lot of trades, you understand, with 2K. So I can advise you to fund more if like you want to trade gold and if you want to make like 100K or maybe 70K, you don't have to fund small accounts. But then no, don't worry about it. Let's continue about this. So here we have trend, as I showed you. So the possibilities of the market to react. I think here we have something like support that has been keeping the market. It was a resistance before, but then you can see the market failed to deliver everything here. But then you can see on this thing, it was like a resistance. Now because it's broken, it's a support. I don't know what you guys call, you guys who trade SMCs. I think it's break of structure or something like that. I don't know, I'm not sure about it. But then yeah, whatever it is, I believe in pure price action. So from here, you can see we had resistance here. It's our resistance here. So from our resistance, it came back, then it went up, then it broke, then I think it might test to the resistance as a support now. You understand? So now I'm gonna put something like this. From there, I think we're gonna be going down here to this point. Then if we break, it may retest a little bit, or maybe it may pass, then it will test back. So this thing here is gonna be like, let me put it as black and as this small, yeah. So here, what's gonna happen here is this market is gonna come back from up there to this support. You understand? It's no longer resistant because it's broken. So from here, the market might go back, or maybe it might come back to this point. You understand? And still come back to the trend. I want you guys like to understand something here, like whatever I'm gonna be telling you here. So since like we have that touch here, this is our first touch, then here we have our second touch, and here we have our third touch. We're looking for cells. You understand? We are looking for cells here. So what's gonna happen? Okay, all of us, we don't know what's gonna happen, but then this market might also do like this. It comes back here, it breaks the support, then now it resists, then it comes back to the trend. You understand? There's a lot going on here. So what if the market can also come from this point? Then it touches the trend, then it retests at the resistance, then it breaks the trend, then it retests at the trend, then it comes back down. Already, like you guys, I gave you like 3 directions at the same time. So, but then whatever like you're gonna have to focus on the current market price, check how it's moving. So now we're gonna move to our 4-hour chart. Now I'm gonna cancel all this. But then really I'm showing you something, you guys. So whatever I'm analyzing here on US30, just know guys, like also on NASDAQ, you're just gonna apply the same strategy and everything, like the same thing. You don't have like to confuse yourself. So now let's move to the 4-hour chart. This is our 4-hour chart. Like you don't remove anything, like how the market it is, that's how you're gonna see it here. You understand? So we're gonna unzoom the chart now. So let's see what's happening in the market. So as you can see, here we had our support, and we think US30 is coming back to the trend line. And I know, I can't say it's gonna break it, unless if it's gonna go up here, but then at the end of the day, or maybe at the end of the month, since it's in 4-hour chart, we coming down. It's our third touch. We don't have to confuse things. This is our third touch. We're coming here, the trend. You understand? At the end of the day. So I'm gonna highlight this part also for third touch. This is the second touch. This is gonna be our third touch. You understand? That's all I'm looking for here. So since at our 4-hour chart, I said maybe it might come here, then it retests back, then it breaks this, then it retests at our trend line, then it comes back here. It is also possible, like you will never know how the market moves. It is also possible. And it shows if it breaks, it's still gonna come back to our support. This as a support. This one as a support. As you can see, this is our support before it broke it down. But then if it does break it down, it's gonna be our resistance, and it's gonna be resisting there. You understand? So now we're gonna move to our 1-hour chart. We're looking for direction of the market here, remember, CPI movement. I know like you guys, you know a lot about the market, but then like you don't have to force things. If like you don't see a buy, you don't have to enter the buys because you think it's gonna buy. Don't think so. It's better if you lose, try to spot the direction, not the obvious things. You understand? So this is our 4-hour chart. As I gave you the hints, now we're gonna go to our 1-hour chart. You don't remove anything. So from here, I'm gonna zoom this chart. Let me firstly unzoom it. I'm gonna unzoom this chart. So you can see this trend, like it's valid. You can see already here, like already you feel like we're coming here. Already you guys, you can see right now. If this thing touches here, we're coming here. Why do you think we're coming there? Because you can see the trend is valid. You understand? So now I'm just gonna zoom the chart and focus on the current price of the market and forget about the past. You understand? So now I'm just gonna zoom it. Then we reset the chart view. So we're gonna unzoom it little bit. Then I'm gonna come here. Then I'm gonna delete everything here. I'm gonna remove everything. Now we own our 1-hour chart. So what do you think about this? Okay, I'm just gonna give you something here. As I told you what to do. Okay. Here we have something like trend. You understand? We have something like trend. See. So what do you think about this trend? Already, like we had our first touch here. This is our second touch. This is our first touch, second touch. Here we're looking for our third touch. Okay, now let's be specific about the current market price of the market. Now we're gonna be specific, like how are we gonna be spotting US30? Okay, here we had something like double bottom here. And you all guys, you know, double bottom is so powerful. So here, what's gonna turn US30? As you can see, this US30 is like it's going up. Some people might say it's gonna touch this point, then it comes back. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So whatever's gonna happen here, it's simple. So I'm just gonna show you something here. So from this point, people believe it's gonna turn. A lot of people, they believe this thing is gonna turn. So now let's go to our M30. Let's go to our M30. This is our M30. What did I do here? This is our M30. And here we have something like supply. Some of you call it resistant. I don't know, whatever you guys call it. But then you can see if this point is so strong, obviously we're gonna go back where we're coming from. You understand? And like it's more valid because if it decides to break this point from here, if it decides to break this point, it's gonna retest here and continue going up. So it means during NFP, it might do the same thing, then it continues going up. But then, to be honest, as you saw from our daily time frame, here, this thing like it's not gonna go up. Like the highly possibility of it going up, like it's low, but then for it to drop, it's more. But then we don't have to worry about it. So I'm just gonna tell you whatever you're gonna do during NFP. So if today when you sleep and you see this, you see this thing, then you'll be like, okay, let me sell from this point, then it's gonna drop to this point. Then in the morning, you find it like it blew your account and it broke this trend and it's here. Obviously, you're gonna take the buys and be like, okay, yeah, I lost. Then you're gonna take your buys. It's also valid, you understand? Because you didn't know if like it was gonna sell from this point or not. You understand? But then don't have to worry about it. Whatever you like, you have to do like to make sure each and every time before you trade, you have to make sure. So from this point, we know as supply and resistant, it's where the market starts always, you understand? We all know that. But then how come are you going to ignore that and be like, no, this thing is gonna break it? Why do you say it's gonna break it? And whatever I'm gonna tell you guys, like, so So you're gonna have to check also the news and see if the news are positive or negative. If the news are negative, like we're gonna sell hard. But then if they are positive, I don't know how this market is going to move. But then if it's gonna go up, it's gonna be something bigger, like, to be honest, you understand? Because like if the news are positive and you see for it to buy, like it's not 100% for the market to buy, you understand? So NFP direction, let's go to M15. This is our M15. So NFP direction, you guys, you think this thing is gonna come here, then it touches here, then it might also go up to this point. Yeah, it may also do the same thing, because here some people they're gonna be like, this is like an head and shoulder. You understand? Just like you're not gonna blame them. Like it did like move in a good way. You understand? It did move in a good way. Then from here, then from here, then to this point. You understand? It's like the broken head and shoulder. But then since we know we have something like supply or maybe resistant, whatever you call it, we know from supply or resistant we're gonna sell. You understand? So the only thing here we're gonna wait for, we wait for this to break this trend. If it does break the trend, we're gonna buy. But then if it does resist here and it sells to this point before NFP, I'm just gonna tell you something. If it sells and you see like it's selling, and if you're gonna move back to the big time frame and you also see the downtrend, you're also gonna sell. So to be honest now, like I'm looking for sales in USD, NASDAQ, and gold. You understand? Because they are on their highest, not like they have their higher highs, but they are on their highest. You understand? So here, whatever I give you here, like I didn't want to give you like the scenario that maybe you guys are not gonna be useful to you. I'm giving you things that I know is gonna be helpful for you. Like you know the direction, this thing is gonna sell, but then why are you hesitating? It means you have two thoughts. You think it's gonna buy, but then you're looking for sales. The moment you think it's gonna buy and you're looking for sales, that's when you're being wrong. Totally, you are wrong. Yourself, you are wrong. So I'm gonna delete everything here. I'm gonna go back to our 4-hour chart. Now you're gonna be concluding the direction of the market. This is our 4-hour chart. So here, we had something like double top. Understand? And here we have something like resistant now. At this point, we're not gonna force it because there is what we call fake breakout. Maybe it did breakout, then it tried to go back. You understand? So we're gonna move to our 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart. So this is our 1-hour chart. So from 1-hour chart, I see something from 1-hour chart. Because this thing shows that from this point, we might come back down to this point. Don't just look at this movement and be like, this is small. There's a lot of money here. There's a lot of money. You understand? So here we have something like supply here. So some of you call it resistant or something, whatever it is, because like we didn't call it the same thing. You understand? Because it started from this point. Let's see. So from here, we're looking for market. It did the same. So it means like we are looking for sales in the market. As you can see, this is what I analyzed before. We are looking for sales in the market. You understand? And a big sell. So it means US30, I'm going to sell US30. Then NASDAQ, gold, they're also going to follow. But then I'm going to be trading US30 strictly, to be honest. So it means this thing is going to come back to this trend. You understand? It's going to come back to this trend as it is going with trends. Then from the trend, it may retest back to the trend again. Understand? You see what I did here? So I'm looking for US30 sales on NFP and NASDAQ and gold. But then if it does break this point before NFP occurs, then it comes back to this as a support. Obviously, we're gonna buy and we take our TPs here. I think you guys, I gave you all the directions of the market. Yes, I'm looking for sales, but then the possibility of is like breaking this point. It's also on the same level as it is. If it does break, we're looking for buys and we're gonna take our profit here. Simple as that. We don't have to look for a lot of things. So I'm gonna switch to our NASDAQ or maybe gold so that you can see. But then on the sells, I'm being specific on the sells. We're not changing the direction of the market. Already, I can give you the touch-ups on gold. Already here, we're having something like resistant. So what are we looking for here? We are looking for something like this. We are looking for something like this here. We are looking for something like this. If the market is going to be here, then here's going to be our stop loss. Then here's going to be, we're going to be going down so fucking bad. So that's how the market is like. You understand? That's how the market is like. And remember your zones. Never ever forget the zones. And here, we have something like 10 point that is delaying gold to sell. You understand? Then if it does sell, here's gonna be our first TP. I don't know if you see what I did here, but then if you do see what I did here, good luck on your direction, because we're also looking for this kind of sells. Since we have resistance here, then it means like we're going down so bad, because it might test here, then it comes back to this point at the end of the day. Understand? Even if like it doesn't do it at the same time, but then at the end of the day, you're gonna be doing that. You understand? And like you have to respect whatever the point is broken. If you can see this point is broken. So we're looking for it to go down further movement. Do you understand? So we don't have to worry about it. So now I'm gonna switch to NASDAQ. So in the NASDAQ, same strategy, same thing as US30. As I told you, if you're seeing the sales on US30, go for the sales. You understand? Since I'm seeing the sales in US30, I'm going for the sales also on NASDAQ, because NASDAQ broke the strongest support. So what are we looking for here? We are looking for something like this. Or something like this on NASDAQ. Here's gonna be our, it means if like you'll be able to enter the trades, you might be able to hold the whole week for it to come touch here, since the market is no longer moving the way we expect it to move, as always. But then I think, guys, I gave you the directions of the market. We're looking for sales. We are looking for sales from here to this zone, and from this zone to this point. If it does break the point, we continue further notice again, then we keep on looking the market. You understand? So I'm gonna go back to US30. US30, this is the trend. We are looking for sales. This is our 1 hour chart. You see, it's even selling now. So we are looking for sales from here. So I'm gonna reset this chart. Then we're looking for sales to touch this trend. Then we might be going further movement, and like we may be going down. So we don't have to worry about the market now. I told you whatever you're gonna do, guys, from this resistance, then you're just gonna sell your state. If it does break the trend, you're just gonna buy. If it retraces from the resistance as a support, if it did break. But then now I guarantee you as a sell. Let's kill the market during NFP. This is gold. It may come back here and retest here. Just know that we're going down. That's all I can say. So just go and make money, guys. I think we are done here. Don't forget, guys, to, if like you need more information, just DM at @KaraboCS on Instagram. Then this is my number. I'm gonna like click them there. So you're just gonna have to DM me if like you need anything about regarding the market, because I'm the one who gave you the information about this trading thing of NFP wise, you understand? So you don't have to worry much about it. And remember, enter 10 seconds before. Don't enter 5 minutes before. So since you guys are using the brokers that are doing of codes, you better be looking for better broker that is not gonna be giving you of codes. Understand? So that you can survive all the spikes. So I think, guys, we are done here.